Welcome everybody to yet another HeflaTV presentation of the Join Dota League Season number 5. It is the Asian Division 2 Execration going up against Red Viperz. If you look at the bettings on, well, any sites you can find bets on for this particular game, it's heavily in the favor of Execration, but I wouldn't say that their win is that clear. Of course, rather likely that it's gonna end up as 1-1, as so often those two-game series, the best of twos go. But Red Viperz, I'd say they have definitely a better chance than, like, what, 23% the last I checked. So, should be a pretty interesting game. Oh, never mind, it's 20% for Red Viperz at the moment on Dota 2 Best YOLO, for example. So, yeah, I'd say it's higher than 20% for sure. I'd maybe even put it like at 35, something like that. But Execration also running with two stand-ins, so also have to note that one out. And one of their stand-ins is even the drafter for them for now, so we'll see how that will play into this equation as well. But looking at the bans, Naga Siren and the Juggernaut removed by Execration, X plus the Medusa removed by Red Viperz. So it is picking time now. First pick about to come, Red Viperz. What might we see from them? Guess Troll Warlord could be one. Then again, Vengeful Spirit is always a decent way to start, but, well, screw that. Bristleback to begin with, so if you're Execration, Vengeful Spirit Batrider could be a pretty strong opening. Or Vengeful Spirit plus anything, really. And Vengeful will be the first one. Are we also going to see the Batrider for them? Or are they going to forego that hero? I mean, they have plenty of time. As you see, Red Viperz, the reserve time a little bit lower just because they got the penalty. But oh yeah, we have a Phantom Lancer in the game. Well, that makes it probably worth the wait. Although my latest memories of a Phantom Lancer, of course, well, not my latest, but latest competitive memories of that hero are absolute cancer. So I'm not too sure what to expect from this new Phantom Lancer. Maybe it's gonna perfectly work out for them. Maybe they're gonna just completely fail, but at least we're seeing something new. So being like 33 minutes late, I think, with the start of the game, at least we get to see something a little bit more exciting possibly. Red Viperz though, having the Bristleback, of course, Shadow Fiend could be the secondary pickup here. Another source of minus armor with Presence of the Dark Lord. They can of course go for something else entirely, and wow! I guess some people know Red Viperz better than I do. They Lorenz 0908 totally called the Bristleback pickup, and Dazzle will be the secondary one. So no Shadow Fiend yet, although I wouldn't completely count that pick out. But Bristleback and Dazzle now, lots of minus armor. Bristleback just tanky as all hell, of course, even more so with the Dazzle helping him out. Man, we'll see what we're gonna see coming up next. Execration though, banning out a sniper, so Execration themselves might be edging towards a Shadow Fiend as the third pick here possibly. Whereas Red Viperz banning out an Ancient Apparition and a Slark. Earthshaker also removed, so Execration, I think Shadow Fiend is gonna be the pick for them now. Just because, first of all, extra minus armor is never gonna be a bad thing. Magical Burst up against the armor that Dazzle provides is also nice, just having the Shadow Raises. As well as, of course, the Requiem of the Souls as well. But Execration, they're not going for it immediately, so maybe they're thinking that they could get away with a later Shadow Fiend as well. Quite possibly. But Batrider will be the pick for now. Definitely good hero, I mean, just the initiation from the Batrider at any stage of the game once you get the Blink Dagger is absolutely ridiculous. The enemy has to have perfect vision, or they just have to have perfect reactions. At the moment, they can shallow grave the target, yes, but that's not like a guaranteed save by any means. Just because you're still probably going to be at like 1 HP once the shallow grave ends. And, well, one of the better counters to the Batrider, the Vengeful Spirit, is already there for Execration themselves. But Red Viperz picking up a Lion, definitely a strong enough hero. Lion with that immediate Hex can quite possibly stop the Batrider initiation, or at least make it a hell of a lot weaker than it usually is otherwise. But now Execration, 4th pick about to come. They need another support, but for now, they're leaving their support as the 5th pick here, picking up a Storm Spirit instead. I guess if they really wanted to, depending on what Red Viperz pick up, they could even go for like an Enigma in the jungle, for example. Get more disables, some push of their own. If not, I guess Witch Doctor for one is available. Maledict, definitely not a bad way to try to deal with a Bristleback, to be honest. But Red Viperz now, they have their supports, they have one of their cores as well. I guess Shadow Fiend might still not be like the most awful pickup, but it might not be the greatest one either, considering you're dealing with like a Storm Spirit and the Batrider who can champ you. Early on though, not too sure how much roaming Execration can or could put up onto the hero, but they're picking up a Magnus instead. I guess not a bad hero to go for. Execration though, they should not be stacked up in like any one point at all. Magnus RP definitely strong, but Batrider usually wants to come in from the side or just is initiating. I guess Storm Spirit does zip rather close with the Ball Lightning to get like static remnant damage and everything. So we'll see how many like great opportunities this Magnus will even get. There's now a Spectre band out. Of course, any kind of melee hero that can just take great advantage of that empower of the Magnus is gonna be nice. Even the Bristleback, I mean, if you have Warpath level 3 and you have like 6 stacks of Warpath up, you're gonna do a ridiculous amount of damage. Plus, if you get the Empower, you're gonna do even more, plus you're gonna cleave on top of that. That's pretty scary. Of course, Red Viperz, they could even go for something like a Phantom Assassin, although not entirely sure if they will go for that particular hero. Just because, well, might get kited around somewhat. But especially now that Execration going for a Venomancer as their 5th pick. So that's gonna be their last hero, the secondary support for their team. Plague Wards, definitely nice up against, well, any Blink Initiators. You just get nice vision. The Plague Wards attacking can disable those Blink Daggers as well. So both the Lion and the Magnus might not have the easiest game depending on how well the Venomancer just places his wards himself. But Red Viperz, they have about 10 seconds left to make their decision, and well, what do you know, it is going to be the Phantom Assassin. I guess Phantom Assassin is not as easily kited as, let's say, a Wraith King, for example. Just because you do have that Phantom Strike, also a really low cooldown and a long duration slow from that Stifling Dagger, of course, as well. But they are rather light on lockdown in general. I mean, they have the RP, they have the Lion Hex and the Earth Spike, but that's gonna have to be enough, especially since RP is on a slightly longer cooldown, of course. So this Lion is gonna have to play pretty damn well, I think, for them to be able to deal with Execration as RV. Well, what do you know? We're gonna have more delays for this series. More delays, guys. Always fun. But to introduce the lineups anyway, for the side of RV, it's gonna be Phantom Assassin, played by Closer, Hulk on the Magnus, with Godlike Sexy taking up his reins on the Lion, 7 playing the Dazzle, and the last one is going to be Danger Alert playing the Bristleback. But for Execration, Chemo will be handling the Phantom Lancer, leaving Primo on that Venomancer, Yaj, JJ playing the Batrider with Bicicleta on the Vengeful Spirit, and Jules playing the Storm Spirit as the very last one for their own lineup. So we're looking at 2 stand-ins for the side of Execration, Bicicleta as well as Jules, of course. Oh, standing in for, I think it's Fox and Jed. I have to admit, I have no idea which team Bicicleta is usually playing for, but well, here we are waiting for that last player to reconnect. So far nobody's even said anything why he's disconnected, what happened. They should be at an internet cafe altogether, I think, so at least it's not gonna be a completely unknown issue where just one player completely blacks out and there's no like ways to contact him. And oh, we have another DC. Fun times, guys, fun times. If you look at the lanes though, I guess for Execration it's rather straightforward. Phantom Lancer, tri-lane safe with Venomancer Vengeful, Batrider off lane, as well as that Storm Spirit mid lane. I guess they can try to mix it up a little bit if they really want to, but for RV, how will they lane the Bristleback? Are they going in an aggressive tri-lane? Then again, leaving Phantom Assassin solo up against Batrider is like, ugh. So we might just have a Bristleback off lane with Magnus mid, and Phantom Assassin, Lion, and the Dazzle safe. Why the hell did the shop open up? I'm pretty sure I didn't click anywhere close to the shop, I just clicked on the Magnus. Like doing like movements like this. Who knows? But I like this suggested items. Rapier. Huh. I guess Magnus... Which hero suggested... Does it really give me this build suggestions when I click on a hero? Okay. Testing? No, it's just a random one. I thought like it gives it the Magnus one, but nope. Just has a like generic random one. It does feel like a Medusa build kind. No, Hex. Huh. I guess these are like Medusa items, starting with a Lincoln Sphere, going into Skadi, Manta Style, Butterfly, possibly a Daedalus. I'm not too sure if I've ever seen a Hex on a Medusa though. It can work out, but it's extremely situational in that case, and I don't think I don't think a lot of people would even go for it. But here we are, still no update on the situation. I mean, I don't understand why people just do not love to keep others just informed. It's like, yeah, he's disconnected, his PC crashed, he's gonna be back in like about X amount of minutes. But that would be just too good for the viewers and the casters, just having information. But is it only me? But I feel like such a weapon, a scythe, it's probably not the best weapon to have in a fight. I mean, it's big, it feels like it's kind of clumsy for you to move it like that. I mean, a spear feels better, swords more so even, possibly. But it's just... But if you get hit by it, yes, it's going to do a hell of a lot. Just look at how sharp it looks like. Or at least it feels sharp to me. But it feels so clumsy at the same time. You don't have like many attack patterns, so to say. Okay, so we might need a remake, I guess, by the looks of this question. Oh god. So something's gone horribly wrong, I guess. Hey, Dazzle. Why is Dazzle... Well, everybody's moving a little bit. But the Dazzle, his hair... No, it's not his hair. It's probably from his whatever headband kind of thing. Right, Dazzle? It's not your hair, is it? That would be some crazy hair. So, at least we're gonna get some kind of like a... explanation soon enough. So there's internet problems, packet loss. Maybe, I'm not sure if they even have a wildcard, but I think you can't even wildcard if it's like this close to a game. We'll see what's gonna happen though. Maybe their internet cafe is just extremely bad today. I mean, their Dota updating a 51 megabit patch. Megabytes. Yes, I think it was megabytes. So 51 megabyte patch. It took them forever. Like really. But they're gonna have to decide whether to remake this, whether to just do something else entirely. Maybe RV is just gonna have to get a stand-in for this one player if they even have any stand-ins available. I just hope that whichever solution they're gonna go for, they're gonna do so fast. Oh, he's back now, what? Yeah, that's... Don't get us all scared, guys. Don't get us all scared. Wait a bit. Yes, we haven't done so far. Why is everybody facing that way, though? Usually it's like everybody facing towards the enemy base. At the moment though, it's like, nope, we don't care, we're just turning our back on the Radiant side, that's how badass we are. Cool guys don't look at explosions, you know. So, it's going to be Phantom Lancer with a Spear, going up against Phantom Assassin with a Scythe. We'll see who's going to be more effective here. Of course, just Phantom Assassin with the Empower later on in the game is going to be ridiculous. It's just going to be bam, one crit, hero dead, jump onto another target with your Phantom Strike, bam, another hero dead from another crit. And Execration, they can't do really much about it. I guess Ghost Scepters will be excellent item pickups for them. You can get fingered, I guess, when you have a Ghost Scepter activated, but that's probably a price you're gonna have to pay, or a risk you're gonna have to take. But at least we know that the last player is coming back eventually. We don't know when it's exactly gonna happen, but it's gonna happen at some point. Look at that face. Who designed such an ugly face? I guess Roshan is not supposed to be pretty anyway, but this is just... I guess it's not that ugly. It's hard to find a proper zoom method, or not zoom method, but a zoom level, because I'd like to be like a little bit farther away, but if I zoom out 1 inch, it's just gonna take me too far back. I can't even see his eyes properly like this, and his forehead at the same time, but what the hell is this even? It's not his nose, because it doesn't have any nostrils. It just feels like it's swollen up, or... Well, if you're into like alien movies, it feels like there's an alien wanting to pop out. It's like in the egg, hatching at the moment. Ugh. Okay, I don't want to look at it anymore. Ooh, that's nasty, guys. That is nasty. But my god, this game... So this game was supposed to start like, what, 52 minutes ago? But he's in-game now. So I guess we have some kind of information, thank god. Oh man. Southeast Asia, as exciting as the games usually are, it's definitely a treat to watch Southeast Asian games. But it's just so many problems all the time. Teams not being there on time. I don't know why nobody likes to be there in time on the lobby, but people just think it's normal to come in like 15 minutes, 20 minutes late. At least today there was like patching issues, so it's somewhat understandable for them. But Danger Alert has connected. Hopefully it's not going to get packet loss once again, but go has been given from the side of Execration. So at the very least the dire side is ready to go. I guess RV still had to check if the ping and everything is okay. I just hope that when they're in the internet cafe, they're not going to be like, okay, this computer sucks, internet is screwed up on this one, we're going to have to update another PC, so we're going to take another 30 minutes and then continue. But finally we are on post, so closer, heading towards that safe lane by the looks of things. Magnus with his item build, you can expect him to go mid lane for sure. Just going for the fast bottle rush, and well, whatever hero Magnus is up against Storm Spirit, I've even seen Magnus's claim first blood. Storm Spirit ain't all that fast, I mean 290 movement speed compared to 315 up on the Magnus. Okay, so some settings are screwed up now. I can't believe they did not know or do that during the pause. Okay, so go has been... I guess it wasn't that big of an issue. Whew! I was like, oh god, if they're gonna just take like 5 minutes to get some settings straight now. But yeah, it's just Magnus. Early on, you can even just go in behind the Storm Spirit. Let's say this is the Storm Spirit. Magnus comes in, chases him down, skewers the Storm Spirit. Wow. What? I don't know how I did it, but I made it so that Even if my mouse wasn't clicked, it still kept on drawing. Wait. Now I have no idea how to replicate that. I don't know. I'm gonna have to keep on trying, but... Magnus, if he can skewer Storm Spirit back under the tower, it might be a kill for him. We'll see if it can even be a first blood. Of course, Storm Spirit himself should have some pretty nice lane presence there. Having the static remnants as well as the just overload attacks. Especially these days, it's so popular for the Storm Spirits to go into the static remnant as well as into the overload, of course. But finally we have the creeps coming out as well. So mid lane, we're gonna finally see some action in this game, guys. Whew, thank God for that. But Jules tried to assert his dominance, I guess, already in the mid lane. Going in just really close with those static remnants. Hulk, of course, did start with a shockwave. So this early on, not that high of a chance for him to kill Storm Spirit, at least not without any help, as Danger Alert takes some damage, but that's about it for now. If they do land a magic missile plus that venom scale, it might be some trouble, but Dazzle, he's close by, has the shadow wave. Early on, kind of a long cooldown on that ability, so we'll see if it's gonna do anything at all for them. Of course, there's always the Phantom Lancer to try to help out as well with that. I don't even remember the names. The Spirit Lance. Doppelganger, Phantom Rush, man. Haven't seen Phantom Lancer for so long. But mid lane Jules has taken some harassment. Didn't go for the super bottle rush or anything, and that's one of the reasons that Hulk maybe has a slightly better time early on. Of course, lasted wise, you can still see Storm Spirit Jules 7-0 compared to a 3-1 Magnus. But Magnus should be able to pick up some last hits of his own with just using the shockwave. Has the bottle as well to regen up both health and mana wise. In the meantime, offlane Batrider level 2.5. Of course, he's up against a dual lane, so it's not all that easy to kill a Batrider for them. Godlike Sexy has been trying to harass, I guess, a little bit with the mana burn as well as Danger Alert. Does get slowed down. There's the magic missile. Venom scale will follow. I don't think they're gonna have enough without that Phantom Lancer being there. So Danger Alert will survive. Of course, drops pretty low, but he's gonna have some tangos. Gonna have himself a healing salve as well if need be, but he's pretty low on mana. And a Bristleback without mana isn't all that scary. Otherwise, you can even get solo kills and supports. It's Godlike Sexy. He's not gonna get close enough to Jules, but with the haste rune, it might have been a little bit scary if Jules had just been a little bit farther up. But he pushed out the lane, was backing off anyway, was waiting for his bottle to come out. So nice positioning by him. Otherwise, Earth Spike into Skewer, for example, might have been the end of him. But Jules, with his bottle now, his bottle growing as well, should be able to just get a little bit more dominance out of this lane probably. So far 14-1 compared to a 10-2 Magnus. Safe lane farm rather even as well, 12-0 up again or on the Phantom Assassin. Comparing that to the Phantom Lancers, the 11-4. So it's rather even across the board now. Offlaners, Bristleback, level 2.5, Batrider, well, nearing level 4 already, but has gone into the jungle now. There is a double stack only for the big camp, so nothing huge going on as Phantom Lancer drops a little bit low on mana, but it's gonna be fine. 7 though. He's gonna be just as fine himself as well. Even had the shallow grave if it really came down to that. As well, Jules, I think he has his bottles, yeah, not the bottles, the boots coming out now. And look at Hulk, he's gonna have his own bottle, so 3 bottle charges waiting for him. Probably gonna zip them all and send the courier back with the bottle, I think. So he's going to reach up a little bit, although still not enough to get him back to full. Thank God that Jules isn't level 6, but already level 5.5. It is only, well, 3-4 minutes. So Storm Spirit getting some pretty nice XP from there. Of course, Magnus himself is as well. But Jules, is he going to be in some trouble? The Hex comes out. There's a level 1 Earth Spike if need be. If they get a nice Shadow Wave, it might be enough as Jules. He goes in deep. Shadow Wave does a lot of damage. And with the Skewer, I think it's going to be enough. One more attack. Jules, no! They didn't get it. Bottling up now, Godlike Sexy. Is he going to get another disable off? He has the Earth Spike. Is it going to be enough? Nope. Too low damage. Earth Spike level 1 kind of sucks. And now they overload to slow Lion down. Tried to go for the TP out. Might even succeed as the first blood. Dazzle gets picked up by Bicicleta. So that's just 2 kills going for Execration suddenly, Storm Spirit. a hell of a lot closer to level 6 as well. That was, I dare say, disastrous. I have no idea how Jules survived there, in all fairness, but somehow it did. Man, that turnaround as well. Jules, he just manned the hell up. Shadow Wave did quite a bit of damage from 7 there, but just not enough. But we do have another pause now. Probably somebody lagging on. Yeah. Maybe he just needs to fast reconnect for some settings of his own. I don't know. But all I can hope for is that it is going to be fast. But Execration now with those kills off to a great start. Batrider also just farming up the jungle, getting some extra last. It's up to 1.4k gold. Almost level 6 compared to Bristleback, who is just about to hit level 4. Lasted wise, I mean, Bristleback himself isn't doing all that bad. 12 and 1 for the time being. Venomancer though, 0 and 0. Of course, it's not like a support needs last hits. It's just gonna be on stacking duties at the moment. Just make Batrider's life easier, and it's kind of like snowball effect. First, you just give a lot of space, a lot of farm away to the Batrider, so he gets his Blink Dagger, and suddenly he can start creating the space for you, picking or just going for the initiations, getting the kills, which in return means supports get more gold, they get more XP from being close to those kills. Well, at least he himself said pause, so that leads me to believe that it shouldn't be something too serious. But Hulk, as time continues, he's gonna have a harder and harder time in the mid lane. Especially now the Storm Spirit is just about to hit level 6. He is backing off all the way home, but he just needs one more creep to get level 6. One more. And then he can just start rotating, maybe even go for kills on like Phantom Assassin, for example. Maybe not the easiest kill with just him having 1 point into Blur as well as having the Stout Shield, but they should definitely be able to do so when at least like +1 hero is there. And at the moment, Bicicleta hanging around bottom side. Doesn't have enough mana for a magic missile though. So Phantom Assassin, if he really wants to, he could even punish that Vengeful, but Vengeful up to 1.2k gold. He was the one claiming the first blood after all. So if he wants to, he can just pick up like a super early Medallion of Courage. Speed up Roshan if they even want to go for it at all. They could, to be honest, with like Plague Wards, once Plague Wards get up to level 2, maybe level 3. Getting the minus armor from Wave of Terror, as well as the Medallion, and I guess they don't have the greatest heroes to tank it though. So that's a bit of a shame. So, go has been given. Phantom Lancer, 18 last hits. He's actually kind of getting owned by the Phantom Assassin. They were almost neck and neck earlier on, but Chemo, he's just fallen so far behind. I guess he's been having to deal with Bristleback a little bit, but even so, I wouldn't expect that to be like a 10 last hit difference this early. But it's gonna be fine, I think, with the way that Execration, the rest of their heroes are farming up for now. Chemo also has, of course, a magic stick. You have to have a magic stick, or even a full up magic wand if you have the gold to just upgrade it. If you're up against Bristleback, even Dazzle spams out somewhat often, I guess. Phantom Assassin definitely does, just Stifling Dagger on cooldown more or less. Or you should be using it on cooldown at least. But Bicicleta has to be careful now. I think he possibly saw the line coming in with this ward here. But doesn't mean that he knows where he is at the moment. And he's backing off. Stifling Dagger is there. Oh god, he's so dead. Hexed up as well. Earth Spike will of course follow. Even a crit comes out from closer. One more. Oh god. Stifling Dagger does get the kill. He was stutter stepping a little bit. And Vengeful Spirit didn't purchase up anything. Still holding on to the gold. In the meantime, Storm Spirit gets himself an Invis rune. It's gonna be the Urn of Shadows. So Urn of Shadows, Medallion of Courage. Both great items, of course. I guess Urn of Shadows might even prove to be a little bit more useful. As Chemo just keeps on creating those illusions, keeps on sending some illusions at least onto the Bristleback, just be annoying. And of course they are annoying indeed. JJ though, farming up the jungle up to level 7, and he's gonna have his Blink Dagger so damn soon. I think these ogres are even gonna be enough, so that's gonna be a Blink Dagger for JJ's Batrider. That is huge. That is pre 7 minutes in. Also being this high leveled. Look at the Bristleback, just has, well, more or less nothing. And those Plague Wards now, with the Poison Sting, becoming more and more annoying. I mean, level 1 Plague Wards, not that big of a deal. I mean, you can kill them rather fast. But as more points come into the Plague Wards, it's gonna be just harder and harder to deal with those. But 2-1, the overall kill score now. Danger Alert is gonna get slowed down by the Venomous Scale, but that's about it. They should, to be honest, just try to go for that Dazzle instead. Maybe that was their plan, who knows. But the clarity is there on Venomancer. Ring of Aquila to provide extra mana region mid lane. Nope, nothing gonna happen. They were close to each other, but not for like massive harassing purposes, I guess. Skewer wasn't even used there. But Storm Spirit up to 45 last hits compared to the 26 of the Magnus. Ever since the first blood happened, ever since Storm Spirit also snatched the kill. Oh, there's the Blink Lasso coming out. Hulk, he is so dead. Magnus didn't stand a chance in that situation now. Danger Alert. Is he the one in trouble? Venomous Scale to slow him down. Chemo wants to come in from the face. Minus armor as well. If they get the magic missile, it's probably gonna be enough. But then again, Dazzle, he's around now. Dazzle gets his Spirit Land into his own face. There's gonna be a charge as well from Chemo. Already used the Doppelganger. Oh, Earth Spike does get dodged. Shallow Grave Chemo. I think he's gonna go down here. Indeed, he does. They get the Bristleback as well. So it's gonna be somewhat of a trade, but losing Phantom Lancer is slightly a bigger deal. It was just them not focus firing one target properly. First, they used quite a bit of spells on the Bristleback, then went for the Dazzle, of course. If you go for the Bristleback and not the Dazzle, it's just gonna be healed up or kept alive. And now Jules, does he want to go for the solo kill? I guess he might even try it, but Skewer comes back, reverse polarity, well, Jules in a lot of trouble. Oh, Hulk! What a turnaround with Jules. It was just his bad, to be honest. If you ball lighting, if you try to go for the kill, never face towards, well, Magnus was here. Storm Spirit should have just ball lighting like to the side, to the back of him, just to make sure he does not get skewered under the tower like he just did. So maybe a slight misplay, could have used like one extra ball lighting for a slightly better positioning, but he felt confident that he can just snatch the kill. But RP spent for that, but well worth it for Hulk now. Has 1.4k gold, can pick up Arcane Boots, can just, well, feel a little bit closer to the Blink Dagger if that's what he wants to rush instead. But Arcane Boots will be the choice for him for now. But now Bristleback, having killed off that Phantom Lancer, and they got the kill before, yes. So Bristleback got the XP for it, so his level 6 Warpath will make him a lot faster, of course. Make him do more damage if he actually gets to attack something. Tranquil Boots also finished on Lion, so early on you can still see most of the last hit numbers just favoring Execration, but I maybe expected them to do a little bit better just because Jules need not have died there. Chemo though, as a Ring of Health, has himself the Magic Wand as well, and what's coming out? It's gonna be Tranquil Boots for him by the looks of things. Has a Ring of Health as well. Is he really considering a Vanguard? Oh, Storm Spirit, never mind. They get the kill on the Dazzle. Blink Lasso coming out there. But what's this Ring of Health gonna be used for? Blink and Sphere, I hope not. Danger Alert takes a lot of time. She might even die here. Magic Missile is there. Chemo will have another Spirit Lance. I think it's gonna be enough, and indeed it will be. So nice kill there. Bicicleta coming in. I think Bristleback didn't expect that to happen when the Spirit or the Phantom Lancer was solo there. But like, oh, jump in from Jules. I guess he wanted to get Hulk. If he reach a rune in his bottle, might have even done so, but as he sees the line, he's gonna back off. They did get the tower denied. Godlike Sexy, well done by him. I mean, Lion denying a tower, not the easiest thing to do, not the worst damage. I mean, 65 damage, not all that bad. But Danger Alert now, back to the top lane he goes. Has his Ring of Health of his own. I mean, his farm isn't like absolutely horrible, but the Vengeful Spirit has pretty much the same net worth as this Bristleback, or well, even more. So this Bristleback, I think Bristlebacks, like in general, usually you would like to have a good start, get those early levels, get the just tanky items, but if you don't get such a start suddenly, even as a Bristleback, you might be kind of fodder for the enemy team. Especially since the enemy team Storm Spirit is farming fairly well. I mean, your own Phantom Assassin is also. Even has lifesteal, has himself that Helm of the Dominator. Oh, top lane. We're gonna get the chop again. 7 is still alive. They got the nice earth spike from Godlike Sexy, but is it gonna be enough? Skewer completely misses everything pretty much. Is he gonna go for the RP? He's gonna catch 2 as well. Bicicleta, he's gonna go down first to the Finger of Death. And now, JJ, he's in a piss poor position. Shockwave to bring him down. So in the end, it's gonna be a 2-for-1 trade. I do believe it was Execration initiating. Never mind. Phantom Assassin finds Jules. What? Solo? How the hell did that happen, guys? Primo is gonna be able to TP out. I think there's no massive crits to just speed up the process, but... Can anyone explain how exactly does a Phantom Assassin solo kill a Storm Spirit? Because I have no clue. At least without like an Abyssal Blade and super late in the game with like massive crits. And suddenly Closer is number 1 in net worth by quite a huge margin even. Has himself a level 2 ultimate, so as you just saw, 556 damage I think with the crit there. Man, that's a huge kill for the Phantom Assassin. But Magnus, how close is he to the blink? Oh, 400 gold away. So has a haste even bottled up, so might not need the blink quite yet. I mean, blink is always going to be nice, but with the haste you might still be able to run in for a nice RP. Looking at the early graphs though, it is still about an 1800 gold lead for the side of Execration. XP though will be completely zeroed out from what used to be almost a 3k lead. Also, it's just the fact that Bristleback now has himself a Vanguard, so quite a bit harder to bring him down now. Kimo though did go for the Vanguard as well on the Phantom Lancer, so he also wants to be just tanking up to another 1.1k gold. Is he going to go for Boots of Travels? Quite possibly, as Primo gets to pop his ultimate Closer. He's going to be dragged out as well, but the Hex Closer doesn't get dragged to the high ground. He would have been able to Phantom Strike below anyway, but Hulk, he's going to drop low as is. Oh no, no RP, he gets it now, but Phantom Assassin already dead. So in the end, it's going to be a 1-for-2 trade. Jules tried to jump it, but way too far away for the Magnus with the haste rune there. So Magnus still has himself that blink top lane. Kimo not gonna be in too much trouble for now. Shadow Wave maybe gonna do some damage, but Kimo should be able to escape here, I think. He's gonna even try to turn things around up, just throws out the Spirit Lance, some harassment. But there is the blink now for Magnus. But in the last fight, Godlike Sexy definitely nice Hex onto the Batroid as he jumped in. Although, as nice as dragging somebody to the high ground may be, usually it's you wanting to drag heroes that cannot get down. Phantom Assassin though, he could have been just Phantom striking below anyway, straight out. So not that big of a deal that he doesn't get dragged to the high ground. But Kimono, he might even go down here. Does he have any escape at all? Oh, Doppelganger used, but he's still gonna go down. No escape for this one. He does bring Hulk low. He's even boxing him with the illusions. Oh god, Bicicleta. I think he's gonna die himself now. That solo TPing up against, well, 4 heroes now. Just easy double kill for Hulk. Yaj, he's there as well, but can't really do anything up against this push that's going on. So Execration, their movement as a team hasn't been all that crisp for now, whereas RV, I think they've been a little bit more adamant about just TPing in help and everything. Closer though, is he going to go up against Jules? Jules is pretty low on mana. Hulk, he's going to come in as well. Skewer does miss, but with a Shockwave, maybe a few more attacks, but never mind. Batroid comes in closer, gets the kill. Are they going to get Yaj as well? With Godlike Sexy approaching with the Finger of Death, a few more attacks. Phantom Strike, Phantom Assassin though did go down as the Batroid also falls. But it's still gonna be a worth it trade. Yes, you don't want your Phantom Assassin to die, but you just killed 2 core heroes in return. Bristleback did destroy the tier 1 tower also in the meantime. So definitely favorable trade for them. And Execration, if they continue like this, they might be in a hell of a lot of trouble, I do have to say. I mean, just the graphs, net worth almost evened out now. XP is in the favor of RV. Execration still have a pretty good lineup. I do have to admit that I'm not entirely sure like how highly I should rate Phantom Lancers these days for the late game. It used to be like if Phantom Lancer gets like 4 items, he's almost unstoppable already. These days though, I'm not too sure if it's that threatening, but he's going for the Diffusal Blade, so his damage output will definitely increase by quite a bit. Also his ability to just slow people down, chase them down if need be. But Magnus up to another 1.6k gold already. So has slightly more than the Phantom Lancer in terms of farm. Jules, 17 minutes in, still no Orchid, but he needs another like 500 gold for it, so it's not gonna be that far off. But this is a huge pickup now. We're gonna have the Lion get himself a Blink Dagger. That's 17 minutes in, that's not even all that like long, especially considering like Vengeful Spirit, he used to have more net worth than the Bristleback, but since they really haven't found anything as a team, no pickups, no nothing, it slowed down by quite a bit. But now top lane might be in trouble. We do have a Blink RP by the Magnus. He has an Invis rune as well. Oh god, this is going to be disastrous for our Execration, I feel like. There's no tier 1 to TP to either. Of course, they cannot let the Vengeful Spirit just be there to swap them out, but 2-man RP, 2-man RP. RP comes out, Skewer back as well on both of them. Oh my god, Primo taking so much damage. He's gonna go down. He did get off his ultimate, but now Chemo is on the run. He might even be able to just escape because Godlike Sexy didn't get that Hex. Never mind, he's gonna get the Hex now, but Judge comes in, almost gets the kill, but there's the Shadow Grave 7. He's gonna get lassoed next. Earthspike only catches one, and Chemo is just gonna turn things around, or is he Doppelganger used? Wants to get some more damage done, as in the meantime Jules jumps the backlines, gets the kill on the Lion. And next will be Danger, kited around completely with those Spirit Lances, with the sticky and napalm. And what could have been an absolute disaster for Execration turned out to be a wonderful turnaround for them. It's just them not getting that Blink Earthspike or Blink Hex up onto that Phantom Lancer. Also, Phenomancer getting off his ultimate, level 1 ultimate, Poison Nova. Not that big of a deal in all fairness, but it's still something. It's just the fact that Phantom Lancer got so far away. And with this, Jules has himself that Orchid finish now, so things are going to be a little bit easier. If he finds the Magnus, for example, Magnus will not be able to retaliate with an immediate RP, but I think it's probably the Dazzle or the Lion that you want to champion with the Orchid. Phantom Strike used from closer. He's still going to get jumped. There's no lasso though. He's going to get slowed down. The Batrider of this. But closer. Does he have anything to Phantom Strike too? He's going to go towards the Illusion. He's going to buy sometime Jules though. Soul Ring is used already. Does he want to go in Hulk? No RP, but assistance is coming now. So they shoot back off. Hex is there though. Oh, Batrider. He went a little bit too deep. Earthspike is there as well. The Skewer gets him a little bit farther away. The swap as well. He's still alive. The Skewer actually helped him quite a bit, but Godlike Sexy will still get the kill. Hulk pulled in by the Electric Vortex, but will be able to escape. And Jules, completely out of mana, also loses his life. Execration, they just didn't know when to back off. After that, the Phantom Strike onto the Illusion, and then like running pretty far away. That should have been their cue, like, okay, no point to chase. But they went for it anyway. At least Bicicleta will survive for now, but suddenly there's a BKB and Phantom Assassin. Bristleback even has a cloak, so getting tankier. This tower still not in the eye range, but will be so soon enough as Chemo. He's gonna go for the kill. Danger completely out of mana, and he's not all that dangerous when that's the case, but Chemo is just gonna TP out. He's even gonna go to the bottom lane. Can they get closer? Possibly so. They get the Magic Missile. Spirit Lance to follow as well. He's blocked in. Does get the Phantom Strike. Trying to TP out. And is it gonna be a success? Nope. Swapped out from the TP. Slowed down by the Venomous Gale. Hulk, that did come in. RP lands on two. Godlike Sexy. Earthspike will follow on those two. But they're still alive. And suddenly no damage follow up at all. Chemo. Another Spirit Lance. Another kill. Both teams just trying to go. I don't know how deep. 7 though. He's gonna get jumped with the Orchid of Jules. So make it 3 fast kills for the side of Execration. This game is just lots of back and forth going on by both sides. No team has just grabbed a massive lead or anything for now, but it feels like this Phantom Lancer as well as the Storm Spirit now starting to get a hell of a lot more accomplished. Jules, mana management hasn't been the greatest thus far, but 7, 4 and 1, still not all that bad. But Chemo up to another 1.3k gold. Already has 2 diffusal charges used. So definitely does not want to upgrade it before he runs all out of charges, I think. Might be going for like a Yasha into Manta style next. More illusions, more chaos. But now Medallion of Courage finally finished on the Vengeful Spirit. So this might be their cue to just go for like a Roshan attempt. Of course, going into Roshan up against RP, Magnus RP, he's always going to be scary, so preferred action is just win a fight and then take Roshan while it's safe. 7 though, he's going to get jumped again. Spirit Lance, Electric Vortex will choose though. He's going to get hexed up, and 7 doesn't even die thanks to the Magic Wand. Did drop pretty low to the Soul Burn, but Just going that close to a tower, always a little bit risky, but Lion didn't even need the TP in, he was just close by. So make it another death for the Storm Spirit. Oh man, but definitely both teams not playing the cleanest Dota, but at least we're getting kills, at least it's just action-packed for us. Power test is finished now, and oh, what do you know? It is a Roshan time for RV themselves, even hexing up cute little Roshan. But we do have a Bat right here. Can he track somebody to the high ground? Venomous Gale also will land on 3 of the heroes. If only they had a Storm Spirit there. They might even be able to go without Storm Spirit though. Batrider, is he gonna try to snatch it? He is! He gets it as well! He's gonna die now! Oh, but who cares? Fingertip also used on that Aegis guy. Bicicleta, he's in the middle of everybody, but he's gonna provide the minus damage now. Godlike Sexy, he's going to get chased down by Chemo. Nothing to stop Chemo at all. He just went for the illusions. Mass illusion, Godlike Sexy. Shallow Grave keeps him alive for now. But Jules, he resurrects, he TPs to the tier 1, he's back in the fight now. 7 will be going down, I believe. Yes, he is. Closer, in the middle of a couple of heroes. Lasso down, Danger Alert, he's gonna be the next one to fall. Yes, Execration lost a couple of heroes, but it's only 2 supports. Chemo gets himself a triple kill, has a level 2 Diffusal Blade, long jump from Jules, but the blink out from Hulk. Jules still wants to keep on going. A little bit low on mana, but Soul Ring will be coming up, has the Orchid as well, but I think with those bottle charges and with the skewer, Hulk will be fine for now, but what a snatch! Judge, JJ on the Batrider. What a snatch of that Aegis that was. Also, Finger of Death being used on the Aegis target who was like in the middle of 4 heroes anyway. Kind of an overkill from the Lion, and after that, they just got spread out RV. Didn't feel like they knew exactly what's going on or how they have to approach it. They were just trying to run it around. Bristleback trying to remove the illusions of that Phantom Lancer, which of course just removes the mana of the Bristleback, and Bristleback aiming for a pipe now. Being up against the Venomancer is definitely not a bad item to have, but he's gonna be probably kind of mana starved with all the illusions mana draining him. The thing is though, Phantom Lancer, since he did go for a rather early Diffusal upgrade, it just means that he might be running out of charges and he's gonna have to just buy another recipe. It's not like it's super expensive, but it's still like I think 850 gold, right? So yeah, oh, 700 gold. Huh, what do you know? So 700 gold, still it's 700 that you could put towards another item. It's like a third of an ultimate orb, for example. But Chemo definitely starting to just do a hell of a lot of damage in the fights. Now look at the graph net worth. Still kind of even, only about a 600 difference. XP a little bit more, so 3k for Execration, but I wouldn't call it a convincing lead by any means, as Jules has picked himself up a Bloodstone recipe now. Already of course has the Soul Ring anyway. So once he gets a Bloodstone, maybe he's gonna play a little bit more defensive in the sense that you just early on hang around. Maybe go for this just controlled aggression, but we do have a DC. It is closer getting disconnected on the Phantom Assassin. Hopefully nothing too major here, but looks like this series in general is just going to be a hell of a long one. I mean, we've had 25 minutes of game time, and this game was supposed to start 1 hour and 23 minutes ago. So it feels like this series will go like up to 3 hours or so. By the way, why the hell is there like an armadillo or whatever dude holding on to the end of the mace? Like, it's an actual living creature. I mean, if you look at it, has eyes and everything. And he's moving, of course. That's like really weird. First of all, I would get cramped as all hell if I had to just hold on for dear life there that I wouldn't fall off. This would be like a perfect RP spot if the enemy had RP or Black Hole. Just 3 heroes clumped together like this. But 2 players disconnected. Nobody's even saying anything. As always, as per usual. Oh god. So here we are looking at the item progression though. Magnus has picked himself up an Ogre Club. So probably just wants to get the BKB. Wants to make sure that you just don't get disabled before or even after the RP, I guess, for that matter. Lion still has sitting on the blink, has even a bracers for just a little bit of extra tank. Dazzle, Urn of Shadows, Arcane Woods. No medallion for their team yet. No mech, of course, either, although Bristleback is going for a pipe to help out a tiny bit there. Phantom Assassin, no BKB down to 9 charges. Has a Yasha as well. But, I mean, he got the BKB rather early. Hasn't done that much with it, or well, I guess it's better for me to say that the team hasn't done all that much with it. Execration though, Yasha picked up on Phantom Lancer, level 16 already as well. I guess Phantom Assassin and Magnus plus the Storm Spirit aren't that far behind. And supports don't have any item progression at all. Storm Spirit, he's about, well, let's just say 2000 gold away, 1.9k away from the Bloodstone being finished, unless something's on the courier, which it is not. Last hit wise, Storm Spirit, Phantom Lancer up there, Phantom Assassin as well. But it's just this Bristleback not getting enough farm too early on. That's really setting back the entire team of RV, I think. Especially considering that they did go for a dual lane with the Dazzle there. From that kind of a lane, you would expect, I think, Bristleback to maybe do a little bit better. They did manage to slow down the farm of this Phantom Lancer a little bit. Who, by the way, still, it's like almost an exact replica, what am I saying? It's almost an exact copy or replica of, goddamn, how could I forget that name? The guy from Final Fantasy X. I think it started with an R. I'd like to say it started with an R, but I'm not entirely sure anymore. I played that game so much. It was, of course, so long ago, like 10 plus years by now, I think, but even then, I just have too many random R words. Oh! Kimaru? No, Kimaru? Something like that. Kimari! Kimari? Kimari. Kimari. Oh, it was Kimari, close enough. So this is like Kimari inspired for sure, the Phantom Lancer. Although Kimari looks a little bit more badass, to be honest, but they're still somewhat similar. Oh man, Kimari. Awesome game, Final Fantasy X, guys. Awesome. Of course, more or less all Final Fantasies are, but the newer ones don't feel as great from like 12 onwards. Of course, 10 too, with like free characters, all of them being female, not having summons. It was just weird. But back to this game. So looking at where everybody's positioned in Execration, doesn't feel like they're gonna go for like a superior gank anytime soon. Maybe they do want to wait for the Storm Spirit to just maybe get level 16, get the Bloodstone finished up before they do anything too major. Better, of course, in the meantime, especially with this haste run, can just go around, deward the vision of RV. As for RV themselves, they are grouped up as free, so maybe they want to go for something themselves. At this point in time, especially if you can find a core, just solo RP into like skewer, or well, solo RP into a kill is gonna be worth it. They might need the Phantom Assassin to be there as well, though. And well, Phantom Assassin is kind of close to the farm of the Phantom Lancer, but somehow feel that this Phantom Lancer will start pulling ahead. But then again, there is the Phantom Assassin, also backed up, of course, by that Hulk's, the Magnus's Empower. As Godlike Sexy has reconnected, so one of them is back. That's good news. If we can just get the secondary one, it's gonna be even better, of course. By the way, why the hell does a lion have like a gem in his head? It's even shining. It can't be comfortable to insert such a thing in your head. Don't know. Too philosophical, those questions. Oh yeah, Kimari Ronzo! Kimari Ronzo, yes. The last name... Was Ronzo then like the clan or something then for them. I guess Ronso was maybe the clan. I just remember that he wasn't like expelled completely from his clan or something, but he lost kind of a man fight, and that's why his horn is also broken or like whatever, removed kind of, or half of his horn is removed. So once you like pass through the territory of the clan, the two guys show up and you have to like man fight one of them, I think. It was something like that. To show that you have become stronger than them, and then you're like, oh yeah, you guys suck, I own. Kimari Ronso, guys, Kimari owns. But game does continue as Jules heading back, all the way back towards his base. Was farming out the jungle, of course, so up to another 2k gold. He was sitting on 1.4k before the pause, so that 600 gold for him came pretty damn fast, I do have to say. But Primo working towards the 4-step on the Venomancer. Probably also wants to get level 11 if he can help it. As danger alert, does he have his recipe flying out? Nope, not yet, but his pipe only 700 gold away for the bristleback now. Maybe a little bit low on levels, but with the pipe, the survivability will go up a tiny bit. Unless you get picked off just straight out before. But look at the positioning of the Batrier. Is he going to really farm this up? I guess he is. Firefly up as well, but there's perfect vision of the Batrier. But Batrier himself, with the Firefly activated, gets flying vision, but oh, RP! No! Complete whiff! Godlike Sexy also blinks him, but can't do anything. No Flame Break used though, because he didn't have vision anymore of this Observer Ward or of the hill. But did Execration see RP being spent? Did they think it got cancelled? Man, that blew big baby chunks for RV. Oh god, that's a real shame for that to happen. Oh, Blink Hex comes up from Godlike 60s. They're gonna get the stun as well, and with the Finger of Death. That's a gem claimed. Bicicleta wanted to come in, but suddenly he himself is in a lot of trouble. Does get the stun onto closer before the BKB. But with the Stifling Dagger, Phantom Strike as well, they want to go for the kill. And they're gonna get the kill rather easy. Closer even gets a 1k crit. They lose Jim, they lose another hero. So who cares that RP is on cooldown? They don't need that as long as they have the Lion. Getting the gem there as well is huge. Really nice jump from that Lion there. Extremely well played. But there is the Blast on finish now, up on Jules. We'll see how much they're gonna just actually make happen with that. Man, that was such a huge blunder. But we do have a pipe finish now on the bristleback, so maybe it's gonna help them if it's gonna be an actual team fight, because thus far, if it's been like any resemblance of a 5-on-5 fight, it has been going in the favor of Execration, I think, even if by a little bit in some engagements there. Also, Manta Style is finished up on the Phantom Lancer, level 18, so tanking up, getting a little bit harder to kill, just creating some confusion with the Manta Style, maybe even dodging some clutch things. Though there's not too much you can dodge. Oh, nope, Jules, he's gonna jump in, but gets hexed up. Nice swap out of pipe, already activated RP, only lands on one. But Judge comes in with the lasso, gets Godlike Sexy. There's the Nova coming out from the Venomancer. They already got 2 kills, they're gonna go for Hulk next, and I guess the pipe just was not enough. Danger Alert gonna get slowed down, silenced up as well, completely out of mana. The Fusel Blade to purge and slow him. Doppelganger used for extra illusions on Chemo, and well, no mana to burn means a little bit less damage from Chemo, but nice swap out from the Vengeful Spirit, completely saving the Storm Spirit there. Storm Spirit suddenly up to 11 Blaststone charges. 4 heroes down. Phantom Assassin the only one to survive just because, well, he was not in the fight at all. Execration finally take an extremely convincing win for themselves, but Phantom Assassin, him still being able to farm up as well as he is. This game is definitely by no means over. I mean, one great RP with an empowered cleaving Phantom Assassin might just do the trick as Chemo. Phantom Lancer versus Phantom Assassin. Nope, Jules comes in as well, forces out the BKB and Phantom Assassin, if nothing else. But really nicely done. He saw, I think, the Storm Spirit teeping towards his tier 2, so it was like, I have to BKB, otherwise, if I get the Electric Vortex, I'm probably gonna die during the duration of that one. But now Boots of Travels will also be completed on the Batrider. Definitely gonna help out his mobility, his just appearance in the team fights, or just getting pickoffs. Primo, even he has himself to force the finish now, up to 1.3k gold afterwards. But the biggest thing still is, I think, Jules getting those Blaststone charges. So even if he dies now, he's still gonna be pretty close to just having 8. Up to another 1.4k gold as well. And although BKB might not like be the best item in this game, I think he might still go for it anyway, just to make absolutely sure that Lion cannot completely screw you over. If not though, I guess something like a Shiva Scar to get some extra armor up against what RV has is definitely not a bad choice. Also, it's just nice kiting around Phantom Assassin, even if by a tiny bit. But we have a smoke coming out, I think. By the way, they're grouping them. Yeah, they have a smoke on Godlike Sexy. Are they going to use it though, because closer? He's going pretty far ahead, and nope, they're not even going to smoke for now. Don't know exactly why, but I think, yeah, the Gem also, yeah, Gem back in the position of Batrider now. So that fight was even bigger because of that particular thing, but now closer? Whoa, he's picked up a Hyperstone. So gonna go for the AC, the Assault Cuirass coming out next, or is it? No, it's gonna be a Mjolnir instead. Already has the Mirfil Hammer and the Gloves of Haste. So Mjolnir Phantom Assassin, it's not bad. It's purely designed, I think, to deal with Phantom Lancer's illusions as fast as they possibly can. I mean, lightning procs in general can kill off the supports rather easily also. Venomancer a little bit more tanky now though, having that point booster in his inventory. This smoke will expire, and oh, they didn't get anything with it. There's even, I can't believe there's still a tier 1 standing on the Radiant safe lane. Maelstrom finished though, so just needs the recipe next, which he's gonna have in no time. Especially with crits like that getting lasted, it's like it's nothing for him. But Chemo, is he really willing to go in? It's pretty damn tanky, but look at Batrider JJ. Whoa, Finger of Death was used on an illusion. Oh no! RP doesn't manage to come out as well. The lasso was just there a millisecond before, and there's no assistance 7. Will he get off with Shallow Grave? Does he even need it? Shallow Grave is there, but the BKB is also. And now Jules gets RP'd with Chemo. Oh no, the 2 targets that should not get caught. Jules will be able to ball lightning out, though Chemo got swapped out by his friendly Vengeful Spirit. Now, more jumps coming. Hulk taking a lot of damage. Jules once again has to ball lightning out, but 3 heroes down. Closer does jump in, but Jules jumps out the same moment, and suddenly the silence, the stun, and Closer will get Electric Vortex to his death. Chemo, triple kill for him. Godlike. And well, Godlike Sexy is the only one to escape there on the Lion. Man, what a bad fight. Execration don't lose a single hero. Of course, by the way things started, the Magnus getting dragged out God knows where, and the rest of Execration just proving to be like the wall, the separator. I really like how they dragged Magnus completely into this position and then just engaged the rest of them here. But it was still somehow magically Execration managing to position themselves so that RP landed on 2 of the most important heroes at the time. But both survived. Jules just tanky enough with the Bloodstone, which has now 15 charges. There's going to be a Mask of Madness Batrider to just drag somebody even farther out of position. And we have a Heart of Tarask finished up on a Phantom Lancer now. So even had he not gotten swapped out, might have been able to survive anyway. It's down to 1 diffusal charge though. So may have to just refresh that recipe soon enough. But look at the net worth difference all of a sudden. It used to be neck and neck. Suddenly Phantom Lancer 5,000 gold ahead. Storm Spirit is still just evened up with the Phantom Assassin, but Storm Spirit in most cases can do a little bit more than the Phantom Assassin, to be honest. Yes, Phantom Assassin, you can maybe kill targets faster, but if you're getting kited around, it doesn't do you all that much good. So once his BKB ends, suddenly he can't do much of anything. Oh, they're gonna jump on Chemo, I think, but again, we do have the Aegis on Jules if they want to go. And BKB forced out by Hulk. They get Danger Alert as well. Bristleback, not easiest target to go for Chemo. Trying to just play zoning duties here, but Primo, he's gonna get jumped first. Jules jumps a long distance away, gets the Lion. He's gonna get 7 next as well. Easy pickings. Jules, ball lightning out, and in the end, still gonna be worth the trade if Jules survives. He has the Aegis though, so I guess he's gonna survive guaranteed. But Aegis lost, maybe not the best usage of that. Bicicleta, is he gonna get a stun on anybody? Nope, not yet. But Jules jumps in with a full mana pool. Hulk gonna be the first one to go. Danger Alert, probably the next one if they just get 1 slow, and indeed they will. Electric Vortex in the face. Another 4 kills for Execration. Ultra kill for Jules this time around. I guess age is well worth it in the end here. 19 Blaststone charges. Mjolnir is finished and closer, the only hero to survive that engagement. Even has that 7-second BKB still, but they are just losing so much. Look at the graphs! It's like even. Oh, bam, you lost. 14k lead. Net worth, or XP rather, nearing 20,000. That's gonna be one set of racks, maybe even two. There's no tier 2s to defend them. Fortification already used, and there's like 20 seconds left for Execration to go. Chemo maybe a little bit low on mana, but yeah, I think they're gonna back off. They're probably not gonna force the issue. Venomancer already back to the bottom lane, wants to push that one out. Man, 3.3k gold on Jules now as well. Didn't even need that 10-second BKB that he got, just because Lion was dead. Really nice jump from Jules, just jumping to the back lines, making sure that the Lion does indeed die. Also getting the dazzle in the process, just a cherry on top. Primo getting closer to his Hagen Scepter, also getting closer to that level 16. Oh, game is just so hard now. They have to get a nice RP. They absolutely guaranteed need that. And as good as it was to just blow up the Venomancer, they just need a better, higher priority target to kill. They are grouped up, and that just means that they're not getting as much out of the map as Execration is. Execration, they're just farming a hell of a lot better. It's just as simple as that, I think. They're farming up multiple lanes, and RV, having lost just so many fights in a row so convincingly, it just means that if they don't group up, they might just get picked off. I mean, you're up against a Batrider, especially with Boots of Travels on the Batrider, and a Storm Spirit with a 2.1k mana pool, has himself an ultimate orb. So Hex, Lincoln Sphere, I'm hoping for Hex. I'd even hope for an Eye of Skydi before a Lincoln's this game, just because there's Goo, there are Stifling Daggers to remove the Lincoln Sphere with ease. Middling, Chemo. Is he gonna get jumped? They of course have no way to just make sure that it's the real Phantom Lancer here. Danger alert. Is he gonna be in some trouble? Slowed down from Spirit Lands? Nope, that's gonna be... Oh, the swap back! They're gonna get silenced up as well. Look at the damage though on basic Letta closer. He's just demolishing the Vengeful, but is he gonna go down RP onto his solo Venge? What? No, Hulk, this is not the one you wanted. Now, Godlike Sex is still alive with the Shallow Grave. Jules couldn't finish up the kill. With his BKB activated though, he can make sure that the Lion does die now. 7. Is he gonna be next? Jules still around. BKB ends, but nothing is just endangering him anymore. RP is already used. There is no Lion to kill them. Closer has to buy back as Jules. Out of mana. He might even die here. He's not gonna instantly respawn close enough to that, but it's just gonna commit suicide. It was a little bit weird that the rest of Execration didn't go to help out. Had Phantom Lancer been there, or the rest of them, they would have gotten a massive heal from that Bloodstone, to be honest. But Storm Spirit back alive. Not that big of a deal. I mean, yes, you lose 7 charges, but at least you don't feed away your spree. If he even has a spree, I think he does. But man, this fight. Magnus, RP, there weren't even heroes like so close to the Vengeful Spirit. That was an overkill. Vengeful Spirit even had used the swap. So get an RP on a core and suddenly they cannot be swapped out anymore because swap was used for the initiation. That was extremely awkward by Hulk, but I guess Hulk just he's been frustrated that he hasn't been able to find those proper RPs for such a long time. So 24 to 34. At least they hold on to the racks. They got a decent fight, to be honest. Storm Spirit just went way too deep there. I mean, it was nice to kill the Lion, but he also tried to go for the Dazzle. He should have just killed Lion and backed the hell out. But there's still a 20k plus net worth lead. 25k plus in XP. Phantom, oh no, nobody's even maxed out on levels yet. Storm Spirit level 24, but I think this game should still be in the bag for Execration if they just play it properly now. Of course you can still throw, I mean, one rack's advantage isn't much of anything up against Empower the Phantom Assassin. But it should be Execration's game to lose here. Roshan not up for another minute and 20 seconds at the minimum. Jules though, just look at his mana pool. Does he have a Hex flying out? He does. Oh man. With this Hex, suddenly initiation a hell of a lot easier. Even onto the Magnus, you might get the insta-hex before the BKB comes out. So that's the hex delivered. More mana pool, of course, as well. Oh, the blink lasso catches 7. Dazzle, he can't heal anything. Silence up as well to make sure. Even the poison Nova was popped. Lands on danger alert, and if they get the... Yeah, they're going to get the bristleback. Looking at the buyback status, bristleback does have it. Thank God for that one. Dazzle does not though, and I think this might still be Rex going down chemo. Completely full health. Nothing to be afraid of. Closer. They're going to have to get an RP, but everybody's so spread. Now, this might be the RP, but the silence on Hulk comes out. Earthspike will only land onto one because Jules had the BKB activated. They get the one kill. They're going to go for danger alert next. Chemo does drop low, but it's not low enough. RP will land on Jules, but it's just too late. Their damage almost dead already. Closer. Going to have to escape. Going to be brought down in his own fountain. As will Magnus. Good game, well played. Phantom Lancer, too strong. But Execration, it's just... They took the fight so much better than RV in most cases if it was like an actual 5-on-5 fight. So in the end, Execration, they get their game 1 victory. The rares for this game are saved, but there is still a chance for RV to just win game number 2, because it's not like they lost super miserably, they just lost all the momentum, and after that, I think they themselves didn't see a way for them to get back into this game. They definitely had the possibilities, but they just couldn't string it together. Nice positioning by Execration as well, not grouping up too much for the RPs and everything. But guys, this was game number 1 in a 2-game series, so we're going to be coming back with game number 2 in just a couple of minutes. And until then, just some music, and of course, hopefully you enjoyed the cast, and if you did, be sure to follow HeflaTV for more content. It is HeflaTV on both Facebook and Twitter. For myself, it's @Coucher on everywhere, and just see you for game 2.